Hello, YouTube. I am Shaggy, I am Philalitea, and I am just getting back to the tent. So I am doing that thing I always do, where I'm live before I promise. I'm just starting before I really need to start. And maybe this won't automatically start recording if I just go photo mode. Anyway, showing you my face while I get set up here. Um, Shit on a shingle. I don't remember. I think this is the one that I used this morning and charged. Blank. Test 1 2, test 1 2. Here we go. We've got mic, folks. Put that right there for now. And then I'm going to put my chair together. Oof. And then that's pretty much all we got to do. Just got to get mic'd. Got to get this chair set up. Get my happy ass sat back down, and then we'll get back to Final Fantasy VII. Yep. I've spent the intervening hours since you've seen me, whether you were at my previous live streams or you're in the future. This is true that between arriving at Costa del Sol and saving and now, don't know why that's blinking. Should not be blinking. Anyway, I've been listening to George Harrison do interviews. What's the fucking why is it doing that? It's just taking photos on its own. Anyway, I've been listening to George Harrison interviews. I've been listening to him talk to Dick Cavett, in fact. And what I have learned is that I don't much care for Dick Cavett. He's a terrible interview. But if that's what the vaunted interview of the 70s moving into the 80s that Dan Carlin is talking about, if this Dick Cavett is the legendary interviews that Dan Carlin is always talking about on Common Sense, and we use the present tense, even though that's a show that he no longer regularly stands by or no longer publishes at all, as far as I know. We use the present tense because in literature, whenever anything happens within the contents of the book, it happens in present tense, whether the book was written in past tense or not. So, for example, in Carrie, we would say Stephen King writes in Carrie. Okay, that's how that's done. So, in podcast, we use the present tense. Dan Carlin is saying, because we take our language and we take the content that we digest, that we consume, we take the material available to us in our cultural milieu seriously. We take things seriously. And as a person who takes things seriously, we use the rules of serious things, like literature in the 1970s. Followed these rules. When people spoke about literature, when they discussed literature in the 1970s in the public space, they used the rules that I'm describing for you. And so we can do that ourselves. Okay. You ready for some Final Fantasy VII, my friends? You are not my followers, and you are not my subscribers. You are my friends, and that is still the wrong way. I did everything right. I do everything right. I don't let it crash. I let it take its time, get itself all organized. Yes, yes, yes. One more time. Whee! We turn around like crazy. And I'm still 90 degrees canted the wrong way, clockwise. Okay, I don't need to see my hair. Wow, I might leave my face clean shaven for a while. I'm getting used to it. I like wearing a mustache, though. I do like wearing a mustache. But that might just be about mid-20s something Shaggy. Let's call him Vincent. Mid-20s Vincent learned that his ancestors, non-Roman or Greek Europeans, aka barbarians to those people, wore great big bushy mustaches. And so since then I've just got a messy mustache, but taking care of it, sort of. Decisions. Okay, so again, and talking about game design. Okay, so they've given us this coastline, and if we go isometric, that's not isometric. If we go isometric, this is what we see. And so we scan around, and we can see all these coastlines. That's cool. We can't do anything with them. They look nice, though. They certainly look better than Final Fantasy I's coastlines. Okay, and then we see this thing rising up out of the distance. What's this? This is probably, it's a shallow water that we can't cross. Huh. So what do we think we got to do about that? Bow, 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 bow. These enemies can be a bummer, but they can also be really neat. As far as they can be really cool for experience game, but they can be, yeah, they do this. I either have an allergic hive in my in the roof of my mouth, or I've burned the roof of my mouth. Anxiety smoking this week. All right, we're 6 minutes in. It's almost 9 o'clock. We'll see how tonight goes. That's the only thing I can really give you. I hit the wrong button, but it worked out. Because as far as how tonight goes, what might make sense looking at the time, it's almost 11 o'clock now. It's almost 9 o'clock now. And so what that means is if I go 2 hours at this, that's going to have me at 11 o'clock. By the time I get back to the tent, it's going to be midnight. And you can see how time slippage is happening in my life because I'm not managing the first part of my day very well. That time slippage is real. Okay. How do you think we cross that shallow water? Wow, fuck you. Doggone it. Turns out that's his real name. Or that's why he got that name. Where's the inn? Where's the stores? I don't want to know any of that. Don't. Go to the beach. Yeah, I'm totally rich. Stop by the Gold Saucer. Yeah. Oh, damn it. They told me how to get there if I was walking. And I skipped it. Okay, so it's possible to get to where we're headed next on foot. It's probably through this mountain pass. We probably can't cross the shallow water right now, that river pass. We probably have to have a canoe or something serving that purpose. So we probably want to go up through this mountain pass. Oh, I was expecting a zone line, actually. This is cool. Okay, I like that a great deal. I was hoping for a random encounter while we were doing it. I like that a great deal, actually. I was expecting a zone line in a little mini dungeon, like the Mithril Mine. I liked that a lot, actually. I try to give it its kudos when it deserves them. Because I spend a lot of time talking about, I don't like this, I don't like how that was designed, I would have done this different. I talk about it like that frequently. So I would like to give it its props. I liked that. I liked that little mountain pass. That was different enough from what we've been doing, and it very easily could have been behind a zone line, and that wouldn't have been a problem either. I was anticipating it not because that would have been problematic. I wouldn't even have complained. Oh, this could have been something else. But doing it that way either means they ran out of time, or the way they did it was the more impressive choice at the time. And so the way they did it was probably just a more impressive way to do it. Hmm. Hmm. We like cover leveling up. I want to see if it does anything different at level 2. Yeah. The percent chance to actually do cover went way up. We stole enough ether, we can give Cloud an ether. And then this is what I was anticipating. Into the cave. What we got here? Woo! Hey, you're actually talking to me. What, are you like the Good Samaritan or something? What is it? I just passed a guy in a black cape back there. I just tried to tell him that it's dangerous up ahead, and he ignored me. Sephiroth. There was a black cape guy here, too? Cloud, you know that's not Sephiroth. Oh, God, what a drag. Okay. There we go. I figured out how to get it to let me go up there. That's pretty. That's not. The juxtaposition here is very cool. Approaching some more Shinra shit. It only looks sinister because we've been told it looks sinister. It just looks like technology. It actually looks like future 90s tech. It doesn't look like, 1940s, 1950s dystopian sci-fi. Oh boy. I'm not complaining. I'm saying that the only reason I could imagine thinking that it doesn't look cool is because I've been told to think that it doesn't look cool. Nice. I never use Poisona. I never use that ability spell, because it takes up a materia slot, and items do the same job. And so this playthrough, I'm just doing things I never do. That's one of our objectives. Like, that's one of our raisons d'etre for playing at all. And I know that since I've got here, the sun has gone down, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off. Thank you for the like in the future. But yeah, if you're just kind of like checking in on this video, just to kind of like see what my personality is like, what my stream identity is like, I will someday make a playlist for these, probably when I have a computer, because I don't want to take the time out of my schedule, my streaming, to go down to the library where I will have access to a PC and then can do such a thing. But I am trying to make these, how do I want to say it? I am trying to make them linear, right? Build on one another. I didn't look whether that stole. And of course, in the short amount of time I've been sitting out here, I've already got a goddamn mosquito bite on my hand. The rest of my body is covered, so of course it found my hand. Why wouldn't it? Nice. Shiva was pretty sweet. Very long summon. But she's a fan and series favorite. Shiva has been in the series as a summon in pretty much every game that had the summons. Just looking around. Bow, 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 bow. Bitty, 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 bitty. And that's why we wanted the second tier spells around this time in the game, because they will get rid of our trash fights for us quicker, quickly, more quicker, more quickly, quicker. That's how I'm trying to say this. Than their first tier brethren. So there's like the sound design as we're walking through here is, how do I want to say this? It's off-puttingly domestic. That's how I want to say it. Uh-oh. Why is there a timer over Shags' head there? Why am I not using her? We could hit a save point anytime now, so I could use a tent. I don't know when they decided to slim down sleeping bag, tent, and cottage either. They took cottage out, made tents do what cottages do, and made sleeping bags do what tents did. Except sleeping bags are usually for one party member. She doesn't have an AoE spell damage ability, and I know that, but I always open Mandy's spell book like I'm going to find like all ice. Make sure to throw my trash away in the trash bag I have made for myself. I was kind of disappointed when I got home today to find that the chips that I poured out for my ant friends weren't covered in ants. Disappointed because that means they found something that I'm unaware of inside my tent. Why am I just standing here? Nobody's going to attack. It's her turn. I thought this fight was over. That moth wants to be swatted out of the sky. Real bad. Restore is the name of that materia. I was right to call it restore materia in the last video. I got in my head about it. And I called it heal, but I think the heal materia has Poisona, so I just said the wrong thing. I knew that wasn't a zone line. There's no red triangle right there. Come on. His sword's all short and stubby. It's just a wedge of steel. But when he yanks it out of you, the fat part up, does a lot of damage. And I don't even mean like it does a lot of numerical value damage. I mean that if he had done that to anything, it would leave a very, 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 very ragged tear in the body. I don't know why I'm holding on to this. Or this, for that matter. I guess because I can't auto combat, I'm treating every one of these combat encounters like they're a boss fight. I am taking them that seriously. And that's why I'm constantly self-talking myself my way through not taking these games that seriously. Come on, let's, and then that's how, God damn it. I was hitting forward, not down. I was actually holding up, and it turned around and went backward. I hate that. I also hate that the Dollar Tree I frequent doesn't have the baking soda wipes that I prefer right now. I'm having a hard time staying as clean as I would like. It's probably something I should look into on Amazon. That's probably the kind of thing I could buy in bulk for cheaper. Ooh, 2 levels. We like that. It might be time, Mandy, for you to come out of the party, my darling, which is a bummer because you've got all my good materia. Oh, you can't come out of the party yet. And now you can. Literally, I just needed to take 2 more steps. Okay, who do we want to swap you for, Mandy? Mandy, darling? How about if we go... I changed my mind. Everybody that's in the party now stays in the party. Ooh, it's a good thing that Cloud is athletic. Oh, press A. I don't know which one's A. Fuck. Not the one I pressed. X is A. And A is B. Or circle is B. Okay. That sucked for us. But I have a feeling we're going to want to do it again because there's an item over there. There's an item over there. So I got a feeling we're going to want to fall a few more times. Different spots, maybe. Maybe to the left of that one. Well, take us. That's not what I wanted. Is this a roller coaster, you think? Press A. Now if I hold left and I swing my armies. Whee! A. Nice. Come on up, big boy. It's a daisy. Wizard staff. That sounds like something that the idiot with the red hair might like. W machine gun. That sounds like a hint. Oh, that's going to be hard. But we will use that eventually. When we have a better piece of armor. We are absolutely going to give Eris that wizard staff because it has double growth for materia. And what do I always say? We're more concerned with our materia growth than we are with our level gain. We want AP, baby! That's all we're here for. It's the epic loots. And the titties. I mean, we like titties. If there are titties going to be thrown around, I don't want to miss out on them just because I was getting epic loots. That right there's the subtitle of my marriage. I mean, if there are titties. Oh no, press A button to jump. I did that one on purpose because I figured out which one is the A button. It's the button that says X, actually. Hoof! Catch on, Cloud, because if you fall all the way down, it's a game over and I will be annoyed. Come on, you dick. Let's go. Star Pendant was not worth it. Not happy about that game. Transform materia sounds like another piece of bullshit materia that a certain shaggy that you guys know would absolutely never use. Like this enemy skill materia, there's no point in holding it. It doesn't level up, so it doesn't duplicate. Mini and Toad are just not worth it. But we're doing it. Fuck it. I never do it. So we'll duplicate one and we'll say that we did it this time. You know, like, what are you talking about, duplicate? Shut up. Worry about things that matter when they matter. And I'm sorry I told you to shut up. It's just that some things matter when they matter, and you don't want to get ahead of yourself. Oh, Shags, that's it. How did you get ahead of us? We can't go on until the bridge is let down. I think there's a switch in that shack over there, but there's too many monsters around, and I'm beat. What? Thank you, game. Come on, Shags, let's rest a minute. What? Rest? How bad does the game think I'm getting my ass kicked right now? Like, how badly do the developers think I'm getting my ass kicked as we walk across this? I guess they didn't account for me having Retzko in my party. You see what I'm saying? If more people used Yuffie, they wouldn't have nearly so many problems. They would just tear right through this section. Ooh, it's chilly tonight. How are we doing for time? Because it's cold enough that I'm going to want to get back in my tent, so I might... Like I said, my time management sucks, so we might cut this one short. I might go run up, get something to eat, and then come back and play Final Fantasy the first until the rest of the night. Shags, go! Shags, go! Shut up, Tita! Show me your cans. Ow. Sure is tight in here. Come on, Shags. Don't let it get to you. Let's see. This is it. Maybe if I turn this. Do it. Okay, it made a vibrating noise. Or it made a vibrating noise. It looked away. The camera looked away from the drawbridge and looked back, and it was down. They didn't want to spend the time to animate the drawbridge going down. What's that about? I don't care. But what's that about? It seems like there were a lot of corners. Oh, it didn't show that. It turned that off, actually, when it... Do I have to go back and then back down? That's what they want from me? That's annoying. I don't care. I don't mind that. It's annoying, is what I meant to say. I was talking at the beginning of the stream about talk shows in the 70s. I haven't watched a lot of it, but I was watching David Cabot, I think is his name today. I was watching George Harrison talk on that program, and wow, the questions that David Cabot was asking. George Harrison seemed like he was a pretty cool dude. Oh, it's cold. Like, it's legit cold. I'm excited for that. I have missed the cold. It has been so hot, and there for a while I was really struggling with the heat. Cold. My dad used to say this thing when I was a kid, and it used to annoy the shit out of me. It used to just annoy the shit out of me. But my dad had this thing he would say when I don't even know. He would just say it oftentimes on his own, and I guess what annoyed me about it is it just indicated to me that he was thinking about this thing he said. He was thinking about the heat, and so he used to just say, like, he didn't like the heat of North Carolina. He much preferred it when it was cold, but his reasoning was that when it's cold, you can always add more clothes. You can always add more layers and get comfortable when you're cold. But when it's hot, there's only so many layers you can take off. Now, his logic is sound. I'm not saying that his logic was sound. I'm not doing the my dad was so dumb. I'm not doing that at all on any level. It always used to annoy me. Oh, we leveled up Chocomog. That's cool. That was fast. Oh, 2008. Wow, that was quick. Cool. Shit. I saw what I did. I don't know why it annoyed me. I guess for me it was just endure the heat. Just be like prepared, adequately prepared emotionally and cognitively for the weather and the environment. You have no control over them, and you know when they're coming. It was kind of just how I've always felt about it. I never really gave what he said much thought. It's just a thing he said, right? It's just a thing people say. But now I'm sat here and I'm thinking, I like the heat, just naturally find it comfortable, but I have grown in this environment to prefer the cold because you can always put on more clothes, but there's only a certain amount you can take off. And so he is, I have come to found that, my father's in his way right. And that right there is called growing up, folks. What it boils down to, I think, is that as a boy, I just never liked wearing clothes. I've just never liked wearing clothes. And so putting on more layers uh, was just always nightmarish to me. Like I never liked wearing, like huddling under blankets. I never wanted to have to wear, a jacket in the house, or even to like double up layers of sweatpants in the house. But I think my thinking was more about the inside of the house being an adequate volume because we're civilized, right? And for me, it was more about like, well, maybe spend less money on extra clothes and have a house that's adequately insulated, and then you can just kind of dress however you want, whenever you want in your home. I think that's where I was at as a child, because that was where I was at with basically all the women I've ever known, but especially this most recent woman I was with. The house was always cold. During the winter, it was the same temperature, whatever the temperature was outside. It was that temperature, or colder. And then during the summer, she kept freezing. Every year she had to buy a new AC unit for her house because she kept freezing them because she never turned them off. She didn't turn it off until the first snow, and it's just like, fuck. It was so cold. It never got above 68 degrees in that house. But the sitting out here in the dark at my tent, it's quiet, watching the sunset, and now just looking at the blue blacks of night. I like the cold. I've grown to appreciate it getting cold at night. I was having this thought this morning because I woke up cold and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome! It's cold." And by this morning, I mean around 3 o'clock in the morning, because I actually had to use my light sleeping bag, and I'm going to need it all week. It's going to get under 60 degrees all week, and this sleeping bag is rated for 55. So, fucking great news. Um, but I woke up and I bundled myself up in it, and I ate half of my bag of chips, or some of my bag of chips. So I had the calories burning in my belly. That was one of the ways that I got through the winter. Is you wake up and smash a handful of chips, burn calories in the tummy. It was actually not chips; it was bread. I used to keep loaves of bread in the tent. It's too hot to nosh on loaves of bread. It makes my body temperature as I metabolize it just too fucking hot. But that's what it's for. That's why it's designed. That's just how it was eaten in the past. That's what it's for. Dense breads. Getting through the winters. wake up, nosh a couple mouthfuls of bread, go back to sleep, let my body warm up the inside of my sleeping bag, which will then warm up the inside of my tent on its own. And it was effective. Doing that was effective. I have several videos where I show, like, I wake up and I'm encased in icicles on the inside of my tent. Everything has frozen, but I'm fine. Oh, Barrett's getting his ass kicked already. Hey, looky here. Never thought I'd see your face again. They kick you out of another town or something? You destroy everything you touch. You got a lot of nerve coming back here. Look at this place. It's all your fault North Coral turned into a garbage heap. Why don't you say something? Or did you forget what you done here already? I'm sorry. Fuck. Fuck, man. You ain't even worth the effort. Don't waste your time talking to that techno freak. Drama. You heard him. It's my fault this town was destroyed. Okay. It's good to see you dealing with your emotions like a man. You know who's responsible for North Coral winding up like this? No, well, I do because he said so, but I don't know how it happened. The next train's coming in soon. Hey, Green Hat. What the fuck? Grandpa used to be a coal train engineer. He still can't kick his old habits from then. What the fuck was that? Get out of the way. The only way we can make ends meet around here is by collecting junk. Why don't you work at the macro reactor? What do you want? I want to hear your story. Take the road on the left to the ropeway station. The ropeway will take you to the gold saucer. It don't mind much to us poor folk, though. Okay. What do you got to sell, my man? A materia that I don't need? Ooh, Curious Frog is... We're going to want that. I don't know when we're going to want it, but I know we're going to want it, because that's some bullshit. Frog is some serious bullshit. La 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 la. If you want to survive, then you're going to need some of my weapons. Problematic. It's called the Wizard Staff. That's the one I can't sell. Oh, man. Carbon bangle. Looks pretty good. Let's buy some. We can always grind money if we need it, but I'm not anticipating needing it. Buster Sword. The Force Dealer. Okay. So your build just went all the way to shit. So what am I doing? Mandy has Shiva. Can Mandy... Yes. Yes, we like a D. So very good. Very good. Yes, very good. That. And then we're going to go... Wow, you're just going to be a heel bot, aren't you, darling? Well, we can get rid of that. Okay, the first thing we got to do is we got to... We got to move that down to there. All to restore. Okay. Now we got Earth, Revive, Heal, HP+. Earth, Revive, Heal, HP+. I forgot she was getting double AP. Of course, that's why that went so fast. Perfect. Da-da-da. Excellent. La la la. La la la. La 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 la. Okay. Now I just need money and to grind up some AP, go to the gold saucer, figure out what the fuck is going on with Magnumgo. Don't care, but we'll figure it out. Yay, you want to play? How am I supposed to continue living in a town that's lost everything? To hell with the macro reactor. Because of them, my husband got into that accident. He used to be such a strong man. Okay. Move ass. Walking here. That really zoned us out. La la la. Is this where Magnum go? Why did Magnum go? Melodramatic ass. He is a melodramatic ass. Hey, thank the two of you for being here. Thank you both for those likes. Magnum go, what happened? Sorry. He's Canadian too. What happened? My hometown used to be around here. What do you mean, used to? It ain't here no more. Heard it got buried in just 4 years. But how could those people say those terrible things? And it's my fault. All my fault. My hometown, Coral's always been a coal mining town. It may be dusty and poor, but it's calm. It's a real small town. That's the first time I ever heard Mako Reactor mentioned since then. What are we gonna do? The only ones opposed to this is Dine. I'm definitely against it, no matter what. There's nothing to talk about if you're thinking of throwing away our coal. The coal's been ours for generations. Our fathers and theirs before them. Oh, wait. Dinah's still speaking. The coal's been ours for generations. Our fathers and theirs before them risked their lives for it. We have no right to throw it all away so easily. But listen, Don, no one uses coal nowadays. It's the sign of the times. Right. Everything is Mako now. It'll be all right, Don. Shinra Incorporated will guarantee your livelihood once the Mako reactor is completed. Listen, Don, I don't want my wife Myrna to suffer anymore. I know how you feel. I feel the same way too, damn it. But even so, I won't give away our coal mines. Don, you've got to understand. Don't touch me, old man! That echoed. That's how the coral reactor was built and completed. We all thought it would bring us an easier life. It's hard to do melodramatic in Mr. T's voice. It happened when Dunn and I were out of town for a few days. Coral was burned down by Shinra troops. The Shinra troops. All the townspeople, all my relatives, everyone, everything. This seems to be a common theme, Sephiroth or not. Shinra troops? What for? There was an explosion at a reactor. I pity the fool. Shinra blamed the accident on the people, said it was done by a rebel faction. I can't do his voice anymore. That's so terrible.
Well, I guess that's true. But more than Shinra, I can't forgive myself. Never should have gone through with the build or gone along with the building of the reactor. Reactor.
Don't blame yourself. We were all fooled by the promises Shinra made back then. How old is Magnum Go? How old is Tifa?
That's why I get so pissed off. Not only did they take advantage of me, but I lost my wife, Myrna, too.
Hey, everyone, if you want to go to the Gold Saucer, hurry and get on. I'm going to interrupt your conversation because what the fuck, dude?
Let's go. Dan was my best friend. We were close ever since we were kids. God, that's why I'm such an incompetent ass.
I never knew. Magnumgo never said a thing. Mandy, the ellipsation right there is the only thing to say. God, that guy's the fucking worst. And Doggone's just like, I don't know that guy. Not for nothing. He's the fucking worst. I'm not sympathizing with Magnumgo. He never should have trusted Shinra Incorporated. Fucking tell him, Retsuko. What an idiot. We better go on. Tifa's like, well, not only does the kid have a pair of tits on her, but she speaks the truth. Is that what women say about one another? Do they say, wow, she's got a real pair of tits on her instead of balls? Because women don't have balls, so they're not ballsy. Are they titsy?
I don't know. I'm not a girl. I'm a real boy.
This is less a saucer than a sphere. Several of them. Very bright. Looks cool, though. I am going to take this time to get in the tent. It is too cold. I'm going to hope it doesn't rain because I'm not collapsing my chair right now. Oh, I'm not taking this time to get in the tent. Damn it. Dang it to hell. Hail is how, Hela, the goddess, her name is actually pronounced more like Hail. Are you together? A single pass is 3,000 guild, or you can purchase a lifetime pass for 30,000 guild. I don't have that much. Well, fuck me. Fuck me in the dick and call me a randy goat. What? No fucking way I'm paying to use your save point. This place is a scam. It's like it's a casino or something. Time to leave. Time to go grind. This game is like, you are not getting away from it. You're not getting away from it. Everything is yeah, they're like, congratulations on leaving. Here are your fireworks. Go fuck yourself, poor person. Yeah, I represent that remark. The music here is all blah blah gone, blah blah gone, chime blah blah gone. Yep, I get it. Grueling is what it is. Grueling. And then it goes to the world map music. What up, what up? The music is an ominous frog right there for some reason. The funny thing is, I'm like not that much colder than I was in Panera. I just really fucking don't like being cold. I'm just that dude. There's Chocomog. I was like, I swear to God, one of these girls is wearing Chocomog. Where is it? Okay, Shags, the time for being a hero is over. You are critically low health, my friend. Boom. Diddle, 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 diddle. Those are kind of what the noises right there sounded like. That's kind of what chocobos sound like. What?
I can't do the work noise that they actually do. Kind of like that. Whee! Off we go. Yes, I kind of make bird noises. That's a fun thing to do. It makes the throat vibrate. Whap, 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 wee. Ooh, we got a back attack. Or a preemptive is what it's called when we're hitting them in the back. I'm going to shoot them in the... Aw. I waited too long, and they got bored. That sucks. Carl, please do not throw... Ooh, his sword looks very cool now. Whoosh. Her weapon looks cool, too. They're all of a theme. I like that. I like that très mucho. French person in the audience is like, what? Spanish person in the audience is like, what? Everybody else is like, why? I don't know. I didn't mean to do it. Yeah, let's go level your ass up. Mandy, I want to take you out of the party because you're level 21, but you have a stick that gives me good growth on my AP. So, how much gold do we have? Not anywhere close to enough. Oh my goodness. I haven't been doing as much. I'm probably going to get on tomorrow and we'll just do like a grind day where we just do like an hour of running around or something. There will come a point when it makes sense to take some time away from trying to advance the narrative. We are trying to advance the narrative right now as we run around and get these fights. You might have noticed that I've been doing a lot of bitching as we play through the SNES and NES RPGs, JRPGs available to me. That one of the things I complain about is finding chests with money in them. And you might have noticed that I don't much say anything about it in this game because this game hasn't got us way ahead of our guild goals. That's hard to say. Our gold goals. All right. That was 2036. We could probably look for we're not going to do anything that insane. We could probably run down here and go into the desert, and I bet we would fight and stuff, but we don't want to do this. Probably this stuff is going to be real. Yeah, yikes. This is bad. Yep. Oh boy, there's no way we can walk across now. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. That sounds like, if I had to guess, that sounds like they're telling me that whatever it is that's, whatever the vehicle is that will allow me to cross shallow water will probably allow me to cross this particular, or maybe any desert. Maybe I have to have a vehicle to go across deserts. Frankly, that would make sense. And then it does that. Yep, that's kind of what that sounds like. And now you know. And the more you know. Knowing is half the battle. The more you need. It's one of my favorite. Damn, we're getting 90 AP per fight in our weapons right now. I want to look at that. I want to look at what that looks like. It's going to take it'll take like 35 fights for lightning. We got like 6 more fights for transform. Yes. I approve, homies. Bros and hoes, I approve of the choices that I have made. Hell yeah. 33 fights. Let's do it. 33. Damn it. Didn't mean to do that. 33 fights right here in a row. Let's get steel to mug. That's my favorite ability. Let's just do it. Let's just grind it out right here, right now. 33 fights. You ready? Are your pants buckled? I say that every time. I mean, is your seatbelt buckled? How you know I never drove Uber? They get in the car. Your pants buckled? Sorry, your seatbelt buckled? Why would my pants be unbuckled? I'm just trying to help you out, bro. I don't want you to get out at your date and be all embarrassed. Horse escaped from the barn door, you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, bro. I'm saying you got a horse. You got to keep that shit in the barn. Whoosh. Sleipnir needs to stay in the barn, in the stable. Where do you keep horses? Sleipnir is the name of Loki's. Actually, it's not Loki's horse. It's Odin's horse. Sleipnir is Odin's. Is Loki's child. Loki gives birth to Sleipnir. Sleipnir. That was 3152 though. So the whole we're gonna do 33 combats here right in a row. That's not real. I had the patience for 2 more after the one that we finished. I've done that though. Sat and ground out. All right, we got to do 50 fights. Here we go. I've done that in my life. We're just not doing it tonight. Not for 90 AP. Like maybe if we fight a thing that gave us 100 and then double that, we'd be there. But 45 isn't enough. Oh, I'm real anxious about time because I'm cold. So I'm just looking at it a lot. And probably not even an hour yet. Oh, right at an hour. Where am I? What's happened? Cloud? Jesus. I ran all the way up. Why don't I have the arrow over my head? Ugh. I hate how inconsistent that shit is. Thank you very much. Here at the Gold Saucer, there are many places where you must pay with GP. Just think of GP as money that you can only use at the Gold Saucer. GP can only be redeemed at the games in Wonder Square and at the Chocobo races. Our GP limit is 10K, so please be careful. Please enjoy yourselves. Fantabulous. I am going to be doing my best to not be engaging with this. We're going to try to get through this narrative section as quickly as possible. Wow, let's have fun. Because this is a very, very long narrative section. I know this isn't the time now to do this, says Mandy. Hey, Magnum, go cheer up. I ain't in a cheery mood, so just leave me alone. Really? That's too bad. Uh-oh, there's a bug climbing up my leg. I don't want to deal with that right now. Because if that's a tick, Daddy don't need that in his life. Alright, I think I got it. Wasn't that a little harsh, Mandy? Just act normal when this happens. You think so? Yes. Just act normal. When their lives are falling apart, you just act normal. So play! Mess around all you want. Don't forget we're after Sephiroth. Because they're going to do that anyway. They're going to have that freak out anyway. I think he's mad. She's right, though. She is right. She's being very immature, but she's right. He'll be fine. He seems to be doing a little better now. Yeah, he is emotionally lashing out. I have to go into the tent soon. He is emotionally lashing out because he's sad and they're not. So he is just lashing out. What? Oh no, we're going with the dog. I'm not taking a girl with me. No. I am not being alone with a female in this scene. I'm taking the fucking dog. Where did the idiot go? I almost said, where'd the black guy go? Ooh, those are Shinra soldiers. What happened? Shh. Shinra soldiers. Even here? Attention! Dismissed! They do that every time, so that's cool. It wasn't just doing it to me. At least they were consistent. I really like narrative consistency. If you're going to do that dumb shit and annoy me with it, you have to do it to everybody, okay? That's how I feel about it. I really mean that. Okay. So Magnum Go didn't go there. Where did he go? Where would his dumb ass have gone?
Probably should have paid attention. My left leg has fallen asleep.
Hey, you, what are you looking so down for?
That might be how I do his voice.
How about it? Want me to read your fortune? A bright future, a happy future. Oh, but don't hold it against me if it doesn't come true. Oh, so sorry. I'm a fortune-telling machine. The names.
Dick Nuts 5. You can only read the future?
You kidding? I can find missing things, missing people, anything.
Then you can tell me where a man named Sephiroth is?
It's Sephiroth, right? Okay, here goes. Boinky, boinka, boinky, boinky, bronka, blunka, blinky, blong, bloogie, bloogie.
This is going way too long. Thank you. There you go. Ordinary luck. It will be an active fortune. Give in to the goodwill of others, and something big will happen after summer. Wait. Hold on.
Huh? Let me try again.
Bonka, 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 donka, chunky, bonka, chunky, bonka, chunky, bonka, ching, chunky, bonka, clonka, chonk. Be careful of forgetfulness. Your lucky color is blue?
Forget it.
Wait, give me another chance. Oh,
Wait, give me another chance. Wait, let me try again.
bonka, bonka, chunky, bonka, donka, bonka, chunky, bonka, ching, chang, bonka, donka. What the? Read it out loud, Shags. What you pursue will be yours, but you will lose something dear.
I don't know if it's good or bad. This is the first time I ever got something like this. Then shall we?
To where?
Being a fortune teller, this is gonna bug me. If I don't see how it turns out, I'll never be able to relax. So I'm going with you.
Shags, is this all right with you?
I'm coming with you no matter what you say.
Hey, don't climb up my ass. Okay, my ass. They probably told you at the entrance, but most of the attractions that I remember her telling me that at the entrance, I don't want to talk to them. I guess we're going battle. Cinematic. Love it. Very cool. Dig it. Soldier. Dead guy. Huh?
Where?
What's his name? Tim Allen?
Where?
What the? However, who remembers Home Improvement? How did that cut to commercial?
Where?
And then cut to commercial. Did Sephiroth do this? Left leg's going to sleep. I'm going to have to transition sooner than later, whether I want to or not. And of course, this game won't just play. Okay, no, it's not him. They're all shot. Sephiroth would never use a gun. Oh, hey, what happened? A man with a gun on his arm. Did he? Hold it right. I see it. My mic, I hope it just died, but I saw it. Give me just a second and I'll fix that. Okay. That's going to require getting into my tent. So we're going to call this a commercial break while I get in the tent and my mic back on. God, I hope it literally just started blinking. Okay, I didn't lose you guys, so it couldn't have been too bad. Okay, here we go. Got to transition. Sorry. That was a little bit before I wanted it to, but my spare mic is, well, it's not a spare, the other is in my tent. Man, I was really hoping that was going to last longer. I thought that one was fully charged. Okay, it's all good. We improvise, we adapt, we overcome. Fuck. The overhead light in my tent, the batteries are dead. So, we improvise, we adapt, we overcome. We make it work. But first we have to change the batteries. And my overhead light. What a great dramatic moment to have an extended break during. God is good. I do have to use my phone for the flashlight though, so work with me here, guys. Thank you very much for your patience. The two of you who are here with me now, thank you for your patience. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your presence. Thank you, if you are, for engaging the people in the chat and letting them know that even though it says it in the description, I can't see what you're saying, but I highly encourage that you get to know one another. At least get used to seeing one another. Hey, what's up? That sort of thing. Just you don't have to be, honestly, and I mean this, you don't have to be like the charismatic party guy to say hello to strangers. I struggle with it because I'm aware that women think that if you just say hello to them because you see them and you greet them, that it means you want sex from them. So I don't do acts of simple human kindness for strange women. Let's just be real about it. You might not even be able to hear me anymore, but why is this not turning on? Tonight is not the night when my shit needs to just stop working forever. I would like that to be no nights, actually, but tonight is really not the night I wanted it to happen. Okay. Hey, we have power. Okay, we got light, which means... Oh, I'm sorry that you guys have been looking at my phone for all this time. I'm not a professional, but we're getting there. I lost one of you when I moved. But, hey, we have... I can put my camera back on, and I can... Normally I would be doing this later, but it's just too cold. It's too cold to be sitting still outside the tent right now. And I am sorry for this. Actually. Okay. But I get faster at it every night because I do it every night. And this is where I remind you or ask you to thank Mr. S that I have this set up to transition to at all. So any patience you have with me and my inability to get into a routine in a timely fashion, please thank him rather than feeding me any sort of particular positivity in that regard. I mean, I want your positivity, but if you only have one of the two things to give, I would really like it if you told him thank you for making this possible for the two of us. You understand what I'm saying? You benefit, I benefit, we benefit, and it's because of the benefits that he has given to us. Okay. Yes, I know. I know, if you're paying attention to both Madge and me, oh, there is a giant flying insect. I don't know if it's an insect. I don't know the difference. But there is a giant flying critter in my tent. It looks like a moth of some sort, but it's got to go. Don't get in that bag. Go out the way you came in, you dumb bastard. Why are you so dumb? You're always so dumb. That way. Okay, almost. There we go. Touchdown. Everybody wins. You're still alive. I no longer have you near my person. Whee! Now I can bundle my dumb ass. Oh, I still have another granola bar to nosh on, so... You fucker. He came back. I'll deal with him later unless he starts climbing in my face. For now... We deal with Dio. That's as far as you go. All right, thank you for being with me while we make that transition. It's faster every night. Wait, listen to Shags. Oh, we're not done yet. I hope the audio is okay. I don't know where that is. I don't know. One more to go, Dio says. Oh, we're going to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. That sucks. Hey, pay attention. I don't need to hear it. Pay for your crime below. Do it. You just let a man in his underwear arrest you, Cloud. You're supposed to be like a soldier guy. And you just let a grown man who goes around in his underwear easily arrest you. How many prison sequences is this game going to have? How many prison sequences are we going to suffer through in these old RPGs? Okay, I've lost the USB for my headphones. We got to find that before we can do the next thing. I got to focus on doing one thing at a time. A desert prison! Coral prison! That's how he talks. So that's how he sounds. A desert prison. God damn, Cloud. You're either the dumbest fucking person or the densest fucking person. Yep, a natural prison in the middle of the desert, surrounded entirely by quicksand. I heard that once you get in, you never get out. But there was one special exception. Isn't that Magnum Go? I need to figure out a voice for this stupid dog. All things in their time. We'll get there. Magnum Go. Did you? Plugging in the old mic just in case this mic isn't freshly charged, because there's a chance it's not. And we should be back online as far as the mic goes. I clip this further away from my mouth than it was.
Stay back. This is something I gotta deal with. Just leave me alone.
Ooh, that's one of your friends. He sure looks dangerous. Magnum Go. He's very volatile. I don't know if I would call him dangerous. He's useless. Well, he's more dangerous to his friends and casual acquaintances / passers-by / neighbors than he is whatever you're thinking. Couldn't manipulate. I love when games do that dumb shit. Give you a new ability like the manipulate ability, and then the things in the area that they drop you in with that enemy are immune to them. It's like, why did you give me not that enemy, that's new ability? Why did you give me that ability? I forgot why I was in here. Can you unequip them from here? Yes. All right, Dick Nuts 5 is the best name I've ever given to a character in an RPG. I just could not be more pleased with myself. I'm not even approaching joking. The pathological demand avoidance is very strong with this one. You know what? You just can't do fire attacks to the dog. He just says, nah. It's good. Nah. I don't want you having that. That feels right. Everything is right with the universe now. Okay. Cloud has mini, bolt, cover, Ifrit, fire. He has lots of fire going on here. How about if he doesn't have lots of fire? How about if he has earth instead? How about if he has ice instead? I'm overthinking this, and I'm aware of that. But what if we go Chrono Trigger rules and give Cloud our life spell? That doesn't make sense. Not doing that. That doesn't make sense. He's got ice and lightning and mini. He shouldn't even have mini. Like, I don't know what I was thinking there. Lightning. We got an all ice, fire, cover, revive. Revive? No, that doesn't make sense. I am going to agonize over this. I want it to make sense. I want him to have an earth. I just want him to have an earth. I want him to have earth and lightning and ice. And then Ifrit does fire. Earth, lightning, ice, fire. Yeah. And then it's just such a lame thing to do, but I'm giving him enemy skill just because. It's lame, but I'm doing it. And then he gets an all restore. No, he doesn't. I don't have another restore. There it is. All restore. Which one has the most? So he gets, nope, he gets the one with the least. Not the most least. And then let's give him. This is harder than you might think. Life and heal and transform, and his abilities are really stupid to me. I know that. But he can also have throw. That doesn't make sense either. Whatever. He has manipulate and steal, and I really need to have more all materia equipped. So he has 2 all materia. I don't have an elemental materia equipped, do I? Ooh, that sucks. We'll get there. So we start with restore, and then do we have 2 transform materials? Why do I have 2 transform materials? One of them is about to evolve already. Well, level. Okay, so that means he's got steal and a heal, and we're going to do, it seems like we don't have a lot of fire in our hand, so we'll go fire and all and restore, steal, and where's his manipulate? Son of a bitch. There we go. Give him his manipulate back, and that right there is most certainly an equipped trio of dudes. I wonder if I can take the fucking dick nuts out of my party. No, I cannot. I am locked in with the party I have chosen. We're fine with that. But this is a weird party. All right. I'll tell you one thing, Rook. This desert is extremely dangerous. It'll welcome you in, but when you try to leave, it'll swallow you up.
I hear some of them never make it out. The best thing is to stay out of the desert entirely.
Fair enough.
Those guys only tell lies. Only lies. Not one of them will tell you the truth. Just talk with them a couple of times and you'll get sick of them. Ha ha ha. Okay. This place is heaven, they say in succession. That guy following me around? Yes, he is. Weird. This elevator will take you to the top, but you gotta be picked as a chocobo racer first. That's interesting. They get their chocobo racers from their prison stock. Gotta get them from somewhere. I mean, it's not my universe. I didn't make this game. What all it's just weapons. That's kind of lame, because I want it to be able to throw grenades. Oh, it's only one attack. Oh, I didn't know grenades were so bullshit. That's probably why I've never used them. Why? Oh, good reason. Just... How did I just get... Is that thing casting Cure 3 on all of us when it dies? I'm okay with fighting those all afternoon. We could just grind those up. No, we can't. That was no XP, no gil, no AP. We don't want to fight another one of those ever again. We'll run from that fight. No, we won't. God damn it, Magnum Go, just stomping around everywhere. Didn't I tell y'all not to come here? No, you didn't. Just hold on for a second. We just want to talk. Oh, wait. Just hold on for a second. We just want to talk. You'll understand if you just hear us out. Why? Shh. That guy falls out. Ugh, I've been shot a lot. Many times. Didn't want none of y'all to get involved. Didn't want none of you to get involved. Hey, that's Shag's line. It's too dangerous. I can't let you get involved. Blah, 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 says Mandy. That's not how Shags talks. I haven't said that ever. Are they having pillow talk of which I'm unaware? Yeah, we're already involved in this. We saw you and hurried here, Magnum Go. Just tell us what's going on. I gotta stop doing the Italian for everybody. You guys. I heard that the murders at the battle arena were done by a man with a gun arm. Was that you? You heard it, Doggone? Cloud also heard it. So did Dick Nuts. Dick Nuts 5, for that matter. There's another man that got a gun grafted under one of his arms. It was 4 years ago. That was really hard for me to say. I remember I was on my way home from visiting a macro reactor being built. I pity the fool. Magnum Go, dine, come quick. This village is being attacked. It's Shinra's soldiers. What? My voice acting is not good. I know that. I'll get better over time. Who knows? Maybe in 2 or 3 days I'll be the best ever. As many hours as I put in. I don't mean that at all. What the hell happened? He does a lot of throwing his hands up in the air whenever there's a crisis. Look at him just melting down emotionally. He's gonna freak out any second now. Hey, Magnum Go, it's not over yet. Everyone's waiting. Let's go back to the village. Dine reacts sensibly in a crisis, but that was a strange thing to have said. Humph! Oh, man! Ah, dance, ya fuck! Come on, Magnum Go, we gotta hurry! Ah, they're shooting at me, you fucker! Oh, man, the kid logic here of all this. Magnum Go, you stay here! Yeah, you can shit all day and never hit him with aim like that. Shut up! Yeah, stop playing around and cover me, she says. Watch out! Dine, hang on! Listen to me, you're coming back to the village here. Yeah, I ain't letting go. You're coming back. Everyone's waiting for you. Eleanor and Marlene, they're all waiting on us.
This is hilarious. I'm sorry. This is real dumb. He lost his hand because Tyne tripped on a mountain pass where they were being shot at by guys with fully automatic weapons and a woman in a red dress and an empty hand is going pew 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 at them. And then one of her pews hit him in the hand and he dropped, bro. That's how he lost his hand. This is the dumbest shit in the universe. From then on, I couldn't use my right arm no more. You're using your right arm just fine. You don't have a hand. I was depressed for a while. But then I threw away my artificial arm. I got this gun grafted in. You threw away your artificial hand. Got a new right arm to get a revenge on the Shinra. You got a new hand who took everything away. Back then, I heard the doc say there was another man who got the same operation as me. But his was the left arm. This is the dumbest shit ever. But Dine's injury was the same as yours, right? Says Mandy. Yeah, that's right. He was deceived by the Shinra, too. He'll probably join us to fight against the Shinra, says Titsa. Wouldn't bet on it. I gotta apologize to Dine before I can rest in peace. And that's why I gotta go alone. Do whatever you want, man. Is that what you want to hear? Well, I can't let you do it. We need your help to save the planet. Magnumgo, this isn't the end. Weren't you gonna save the planet? Fuck you, Titsa! You ought to know by now! It's alright. I'm not so different from you. That's easier to understand. It's you, Magnumgo. So there it is, Magnumgo. So I guess that'll be Magnumgo, me, and... Man... We just went through all that bullshit to make this guy not useless. We just got him in the party. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. I can look at what they're wearing this way. Just not, I guess it doesn't always work. Man, ain't that some real shit? You're my least favorite character, Magnumgo. Like, if we had to lose somebody had to just get lost along the way, it's you. What do you mean, where's Barrett? Yeah, I hear you. You keep asking me, where's Magnumgo, but I don't know who that is. What are you talking about? Where's Magnumgo? Who is that? Oh, I forgot to equip this HP plus, so that worked out. Oh, I forgot to equip these summons too. Oh well. The summons should go in the top. Let's just fix that real quick because they take so long. Oh, his is perfect. So then Doggone needs to do that. I did not. Please tell me I didn't. Oh, I'm so smart. Sometimes my smart and my sexy overwhelm even me. And so what I do, because I'm a gentleman, I buy me flowers. And I say, you've overwhelmed me with your sexity, sir. Please allow me to buy you dinner. Okay. The moth has latched onto my foot. So we're gonna do some saving this critter gymnastics. Get off of me, you fucker! Get off of me now! Friend, get off and then stay off. Okay, I just saved a moth's life. Like a real man. Speaking of being sexy, he's empathetic too. Look at that, ladies. Just saved a moth's life. It flew onto the bottom of his foot, and his first thought was, I got you now, you fucker. I will spare you. Was my second thought. I don't know why ice is the spell that's on his all materia, but it is the spell that's on his all materia. So that's the spell I'm casting? Do these things always heal me when they kill me? Do they never give me experience? What's the story with that? Like, whose idea was that? Yes, I'm putting on my blanket. I'm cold. It's probably pushing 60 degrees right now. It's supposed to get down to a low of 55. No, probably don't want to cover my mic, do I? But nobody ever accused me of being a professional or good at this. I'm trying to keep my head in the game. That's what she said. Oh. And everyone was dead here too. This one's been shot too. Mind source? Stop stealing expensive stuff. And then leaving. You fucking thing. That low-key pissed me off a little bit. Look at our health. We're almost up to 1,000. Feeling good about that. Shit, I don't remember why I came in here. There was something I thought that I wanted to do. I remember. It was ETH. It was hypers. I want to give my dudes hypers. Drink, drink, drink. Oh, what? I guess Magnumgo doesn't get one. Magnumgo can also move to the back row. Okay. Well, there's a dude over there. What's your story, friend? Man, the boss was really in a bad mood today. Or was it one of his better days? What? What is this about? Another reason that I asked, no, I didn't ask this. I was thinking the other day about how cool Wild Arms, the JRPG, is. It was also a PlayStation 1 era JRPG, and this whole section reminds me of the aesthetic of Wild Arms, which is a cooler story than this. Dine, is that you? Now that's a voice I haven't heard in years. A voice I'll never forget. I always hoped I'd be able to see you again someday. I knew you were alive somewhere. We had the same operation. Listen, Dine. He doesn't even hesitate. He just shoots him. I can hear her voice. What's that? Huh? It's Eleanor's voice, begging me not to hate your rotten guts. That's why I never hunted you down. This is actually a really cool and dramatic scene that could have happened to a better character. I know I was stupid. I'm not asking you to forgive me. But what are you doing in a place like this? Why you want to kill people who ain't even involved? Why? Why? The hell do you care?
You think the dead understand whys? Is hearing Shinra's excuses gonna make people in Coral understand anything? I don't care about reasons. All they give us is artillery and stupid excuses. What's left is a world of despair and emptiness. You still want to hear why? All right, I'll tell you. Because I want to destroy everything. The people in this city. This city itself. This whole world. I got nothing left in this world. Coral, Eleanor, Marlene. Dying, Marlene. Marlene's still alive. I went back into town. I thought she was gone for sure. I wandered around town for a while. And I found her. Found Marlene. She's in Midgar. Let's go see her together, all right? So, she's still alive. All right, Magnum, go. Then I guess you and me gotta fight. What? Eleanor's all by herself. I gotta take Marlene to her. Dine, are you crazy? Marlene wants to see her mom, don't she? Stop, Dine, you can't die yet. Oh, yeah? Well, my life's been over ever since then. Stop it, I don't want to fight you. Magnum, go. Shags, you stay the hell out of it. This is my problem.
That was cool. That was dramatic. Wait, I liked that. Well, we don't get to cheat this fight with poison. Oh. You shoot him in the fucking head with a big shot, though. I like that. Boom. I love that we're both in the back row shooting each other with guns. My gun's bigger, powerful, or... That's why they call me Magnumgo, you see. Because I'm the Mandingo of guns. This is a little bit stupid fight. This is a little bit of a stupid fight, but he's a cool looking thing. We're going to assume he's probably the last person in the game who has a cool gun arm. But he has a cool gun arm. What the hell? Oh no. I forgot to heal. I didn't give him a... Damn, do I have a tick on my fucking forearm? Fucking A, I do. God damn. That's a bad time to find a tick. I hope I didn't just throw that in my shoe. Moving on. There we go. Okay. Probably wanted to give him the restore materia with Cure 2. We're going to pretend like I didn't know this fight was coming, and not that I forgot that it was Barrett by himself, Magnumgo by himself. We're going to pretend that I just have never played this game before and I forgot this was coming. Or I didn't know this was coming. We're going to pretend I didn't know, not that I forgot. God, you just look so dumb. Every time it goes to this, I think the fight's over. But no, it's just telling me that he's got a long attack animation. I also seem to have lost both of my... Oh, he was done. They seem to have found both of my vapes. So, problem solved there. Damn, we just got 110 AP on 3 of our materia for that fight. Fucking A. Back! You stay the hell away from me. I didn't just lose an arm back then. I lost something irreplaceable. I don't know where it went wrong. Dine, I don't know either, man. Is this the only way?
We can resolve this. I told you I want to destroy everything. This crazy world. Even me. And what about Marlene? What's gonna happen to her? Think about it, Magnum Go. How old was Marlene back then? Even if I did go see her, she wouldn't know me. And what's more, Magnum Go, my hands are too stained to carry her anymore. Stop saying my name. We know who you're talking to. There's only one other person on stage. Give that pendant to Marlene. It was Eleanor's, my wife's, a memento. He knows who Eleanor is, and we picked up that Eleanor was probably Marlene's mom and your wife. She's probably one of those two crosses right there on screen. All right. So Marlene's already 4. Magnungo, don't you ever make her cry. Don? Don! Don! Throw your hands up in the air. That's the animation you do. Don. Me and you were the same. My hands ain't any cleaner. I shouldn't carry Marlene either. That's his move. He's going to do it. It's hard to take you seriously, Magnum Go. You want something? I want to go up. Like I told you before, you gotta get the boss's permission, then with the chocobo, then win the chocobo. Dine's got his reasons and can't speak. So I got this instead. Yeah, I want to go up. Made myself cough. Right. I don't know why he gets a name. Did you kill Dine? You must have. You'd never be holding that thing. So Dine's dead. Maybe now the place will calm down a little. Dine didn't care who anyone was. The hell do you know? Right. I mean, no, I don't know anything. Sorry, man. Just let me go. Then will you get us out of here? Oh, I don't know why Shags was so weak there. Huh? Oh, man, you guys are mistaken. I already told you there's only one way to get out of here. That's to win the Chocobo race. And that's held up there in Gold Saucer. And only one racer can go up at a time. Say what? No, really, even if you threaten me, a rule's a rule. I can't change it. If I do, the whole system down here gets messed up. And I can't do that. Okay, I'll let one of you go up there. After that, he's got to deal with Dio. All right, then. Shags, you go. Oh, but I wanted to watch the dog ride a chocobo. We'll wait down here. Hurry up and win that chocobo race and get us out of here. All right, stop fucking yelling at me. You're right. Shag should do it. No, the dog should do it. Have you decided? All you need now is a manager to register and get a chocobo. Hi, I happen to hear your story. Esther? I'll be your manager. Well, I got nothing against it, but this is Esther. She may look kind of funny, but there's no better manager in the races. That's so rude. Yeah, well, nice to meet you, Shags. I don't know how she knows my name, but okay. All right then, Shags. I don't know how he knows my name. I'll send you up the elevator. Esther will fill you in on the details. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's like I've talked about this before, but this game very much uses and gives you the turn-based combat. If you want the random encounters, you want the turn-based like I do, they very much give it to you as a pittance between these story beats. And god damn, they go on forever. But like, I'm going to talk about this again. My cousin and my little brother really liked these stories. So that's what happened. I'll talk to Dio directly. You just concentrate on the race. Oh, yeah, getting back to the other thing. There are many different types of chocobo jockeys. It's not just for criminals. Some people compete for the fame, some people compete for the money, some only for glory. And then there's people like you. Oh, yeah, I'll teach you how to ride a chocobo. Not interested. I have no control over it, and we don't actually need to win. Well, we don't do anything to get the win. Hi, Joe. Hey, Esther, you're looking pretty as usual. Thanks. Can't talk to women like that. Let me introduce you, Shags. This is Joe, one of the top chocobo jockeys. Nice to meet you, Shags. If you're with Esther, then. Right. He's an up and coming jockey. He'd only been down there a day and already he made it up here. What? Oh, I see. So, why did you get put down? Sorry, we're not supposed to ask about the past here. Pretty interesting. I have a feeling that we'll meet again. Then, until we meet again, Shags. I don't know why I did Jockey Joe in that hyper masculine voice, but I did. I'm going to check on the chocobo. You just wait here for a while. No, thank you. We really could have just skipped. Yeah, these guys have nothing narratively to say because none of these people knows anything about the Black Cloak that suddenly Cloud is obsessed with. The race will start in a few moments. Will the jockeys for the next race please proceed to the paddock? I repeat. Please don't. This is a materia though. Oh, it's a summon materia. Rama. I'm not a jockey, I guess. OBKB. Waiting. Shax. Yes, bitch. Thanks for waiting. I registered you in the next race. This is a chocobo I prepared myself. He should do well. So, remember how to ride? Let's see. First use S1, shoulder 1. That's this side. No, it's not. That's this. Select. To either use auto or manual. That lets you control the chocobo yourself or let it run on its own. But it's pretty hard to make the chocobo run the way you want it to. If the chocobo doesn't like you, it won't listen. Then you're stuck. But most of the chocobos I have are mellow and you should be able to handle them. When you're riding, use X to speed up and B to slow down. X is triangle and B is circle. No, it's not. Square is X. If you go faster than the chocobo can handle, it'll quickly lose its stamina. Use the directional buttons to move the chocobo left and right. Use A to get a boost of speed. That's X. But this makes your stamina run out faster. Some chocobos are bad-tempered and can't pace themselves. They'll lose their stamina quickly. Those chocobos should be set on manual to slow them down. Finally, some advice for the restless. Once the first and second chocobo cross the goal line, push S2 to end the race. Then, good luck. Oh, shit. Okay, so I wasn't paying attention. This speeds me down. This speeds me. I don't know what's happening. This makes me go real. Okay, this boosts the speeds. Run fast, you bastard. Oh, okay. I'm not going to be able to win if we have to boost this long. I don't remember what she said to speed up. Is it this? I think I'm doing it. Because I have to win. But I'm going to run out of stamina. I got to get my stamina back somehow. Ooh, trippy space stuff at the end here. What if we just go manual? Or automatic? No, there's the end. Okay. So I gassed my chocobo and did not win. He got the sound for winning. Too bad. That was a tough break.
Let me find a better chocobo for you. Wait here, okay? The race will start in a few moments. Will the jockeys for the next race please proceed to the paddock? I repeat. I'm glad they take their time. They're not in a hurry. How we doing? Doing great. Fucking crushing this stream tonight. But once we finish, once we get out of the golden saucer, I am gonna go. I might top off my phone. After that, I might not. I might just go straight to Final Fantasy. We'll see. My battery is doing way better at this game than it has been other games. Maybe not way better. About 30% to an hour, but less. I've only used 40% tonight. 50% in 2 hours is 25 per hour. So I have my battery. I have managed my battery better tonight. That's cool. I like that kind of stuff. Makes me feel good about myself. Makes me feel smart. Makes me feel like a smart guy. Smart guy who can do math. Oh, this chocobo he can sprint forever. Kind of what I meant when that's because it's on fucking automatic. Jeez. We came in second place that time. That chocobo was a lot better than our last one. But I didn't know that I was on automatic, or I would have probably won that. Yeah, hurry up, bitch. It'd be nice if there were like something else to find in this besides the Rama materia. Rama. I don't really know who that summer is supposed to be. I'm really not sure. The Rama, Rama, I think is a Hindi character. Rama. I don't know who Rama is supposed to be. He's an old thunder god. So this is a chocobo that she did herself, she said. I learned this boy all by my lonesome, she says. Look at him go. Okay, I'm taking over. Run, motherfucker. That is a fast chocobo. Slow down, pal. You're gonna burn yourself out, and then it's gonna be over. Run fast. Run fast. Okay, slow down. Don't burn up all your stamina quite yet. Burn it up! Yes! That's probably what the last one would look more like. Wow, we really just destroyed the competition on that one. Someone else finish the race so I can get out of this. Wow, that was embarrassing for you guys. Congratulations. Now you're home free. Oh, yeah. The owner told me to give you this letter. Told me to give this letter to you if you won. Read the words in the order that they're written. Boy, if you're reading this letter, then you must have won. I know you earned it. I heard about dying from Esther. Now that you won, I'm granting you and your friends a full pardon and setting you all free. And by way of apology, I have a little gift for you to use on your journey. Sorry I couldn't be there to tell you this in person, but I'm a very busy man. Sincerely, Dio. A gift? Shags asks. Actually, what time is it? Oh, it's coming up on 11 o'clock. If I'm going to charge my phone and play Final Fantasy before midnight, I'm not going to make it. Shags, this is great, Mandy says. The assistant manager just stopped by and dropped off a buggy. Now we can go over deserts and rivers, no problem. Okay, Shags, I'll be waiting outside. Well, there you go. I predicted, and I was right. Because I knew. But also, because the game was telling me in the level design. This letter continues. P.S. I recently met Sephiroth. I'll bet he's pretty popular with boys your age. Why don't you get this autograph? Why don't you get his autograph? He was heading toward Gongaga, south of the river. Sephiroth. I guess this is goodbye. Yeah, Well, if you ever get your own chocobo, come back again. I'll take care of your registration and everything. See you again. All right. Who's below level 20? Fucking nobody. All right. Well, we went to all that effort. Okay. Press the A button to get on, the B button to get off. And then just drive, right? This is west, which is probably the direction we want to go. Did you see how easy it was to drive over that? Just, choop, no problem. You know, there's a part of me that thought that, like, they would take us to Nibelheim fairly early, like maybe right after Calm. That doesn't seem to be where we're going. Like at no point, I didn't even look. Dick nuts. That makes me laugh every time. Glad I did that. There's a reason we named him something unkind. You'll just learn what it is. Deedle deedle diddle doo. There's this seems to be an exploded macro reactor. What the fuck? Let's go see what's up. Oh, narrative section. Is someone there? You don't have eyes, Cloud? Hey, Rude. Who do you like? Says Reno. What are you getting so embarrassed about? Come on. Who do you like? Titsa. That's a tough one. But poor Elena. No, she likes Sang. I never knew that. But Sang likes that ancient. Wow. What are they talking about? You can't figure it out, Cloud? It's so stupid. They always talk about who they like or don't like, but Sang is different. Ah! Oh no! They're here. They're really here. Then it's time. Rude, don't go easy on them. Not even the girls. I didn't bring the girls. Don't worry, I'll do my job. Then we're counting on you. I'll report to Sang. Yeah, you'll report to Sang indeed. It's been a while. Payback time for what you did in Sector 7. Out of our way. I don't like being taken for a fool. That's as far as you go. I'm actually not sure what they were referring to happening in Sector 7, but we're moving on. That's what Choco and Mog look like. I'll show you what Ifrit look like, because why the hell not? Why not just blast them with stupid stuff? Okay. Dick Nuts needs a summon. Oh, he can use Chocomog twice because it's level 2 as well. It's not going to let me while the summon is active, but that's what Ifrit looks like. They draw from Hindu, basically, pretty heavily for their summons. Not a negative criticism. It is a thing that is true. I might, since we're going so strong, it's almost 11 o'clock and I've been going till midnight. What I might do is we'll just play this until midnight. We might just, since I've got the 2 of you here, it doesn't make sense to switch to 3 of you here. Thank you for being here, by the way. It doesn't make sense to switch to a new game if we're going strong on this stream and I'm getting fatigued. It just makes sense to play this until it's bedtime. Thank you guys again for being here. It's very cool of you. I do feel very privileged. I feel very, very not honored, but this is a big deal for my life. I've been whacking them with so much AoE. One of them has to be low health, low enough that this is actually going to end this fight shorter. Yep. Rude's out. You guys are useless. Like, you are valueless as bosses. Jeez. I was more right than I realized. If I had given, or if Shags had a fucking ice too, or if I had put the all materia on the lightning, I don't know why I haven't fixed that. Interesting. They were definitely waiting for us. They followed us, but there weren't any signs of it. Then that means I need to figure out something for the dog. You don't think there's a spy, do you, Shags? I hate this. Now everyone's gonna blame me because I'm new. I don't even want to think about there being a spy. I trust everyone, except for the idiot dick nuts. I'll figure out what I want to do with the dog here in a minute because I'm starting to get into giving them voices, and then I'll give the girls different voices. And I'm starting to get into the story enough to treat their characters with respect as having individual voices. But I'm not getting into the story enough to treat their characters with respect to give Cloud Bolt 2 on his all materia. So, I mean, one step at a time. I just have not been paying attention. I just don't read when it says up on the screen whether they stole or not. He didn't. Red does look cool. He's got like the stitched closed eye. I can promise you though, from having spent 5 years around a cat, 4 years, 4.5, around a cat that only had one eye, that his depth perception is hilariously bad. And that makes me think of when Harvey Birdman, attorney at law, introduced Phil Kin-7, the character. He's got an eye patch, so everything to him is 2 feet to his right or whatever, 2 feet to the eye that works. So they're constantly doing gags like having him pour water, and he's pouring it 2 feet away from where the cup is, but the water itself knows better than to make him look like a fool. It's a funny joke. It's consistently funny every time they do it. That's my favorite thing in the... What? Harvey Birdman, attorney at law, is one of my very favorite things. That's probably my actual very favorite thing. All right, so the other way had death blow. I actually gotta zip up in this fucking sleeping bag. It's cold in here tonight. It's a good problem to have. A reactor explosion 3 years ago took my husband. Okay, so I was right that looked like a reactor. I'm starting to look. I have the hiccups, chronic hiccups. This thing I have. A ruined reactor, says Shags. I'm starting to learn I never was able to learn what the art means. Like, I could never identify what I was looking at, so that, negatively impacted my ability to enjoy playing this game as a kid. You a traveler? Hey, wait, that glow in your eye, are you in Soldier? Oh, you're right. Don't you know anything about our son? His name is Zach. It's been close to 10 years since he left for the city, saying that he didn't want to live in the country. He left saying he's going to join Soldier. You ever heard of a Zach in Soldier? I don't know. Zach. I don't know anything about that man, but that name sounds familiar. Why? Why does that keep turning off? I really need that to be on so I know when scenes are over. The stupid finger pops up over your head. You know it's time that you're allowed to move. Tents are good. Hypers. May as well. Huh. The one tranquilizer I have, I actually gave to Yuffie in that scene. That's funny. It's been a while since the explosion, but you can still find the pieces it left all over the town. What kind of a story is that? Why is that an option? Anyway, moving on. Oh, don't want to climb your stripper pole. I am very sorry that I'm climbing your stripper pole into where you keep your boyfriend, I guess. Actually, this spot looks pretty cozy. The space my tent takes up about the space of his bed. That's about how much space my living area takes up. That area he's in looks extremely cozy to me. I know. I got annoyed by how useless the grenade is, but maybe. I am sorry that I went up there. I did not mean to climb your stripper pole. Legitimately did not mean to. Not all of them do you have to hit X on. I didn't know that your stripper pole was going to be that kind. Ooh. We want those. We want both of these. Did you hear that? That loud "ruh" outside is a deer being annoyed with me. Only because I'm such a magnanimous guy. He has revive, heal, transform, cure 2. Yeah, he's basically my cure bot. Heal bot, cure bot. I only care about and or notice. Oh, now he has cure 2. Oh, he might be a different person entirely than who I was thinking. I don't remember what I was saying because I realized that I need to swap this and this. Yep. I don't remember what I was talking about. I am sorry about that because I was gearing up. I actually wanted to tell a little story. I don't remember what I was talking about though. It's gone. That's fun. Oh. So where's Shiva? Shiva must be on somebody that's not in the party. I must have given Shiva to Dick Nuts. Okay, I need to make 12K. I need to grind up 12K gil because I want both of those materials before the next section of the game. I'll listen to your story. That's the worst story of all time. And I'm a shaggy dog storyteller. I'll tell stories that literally end because I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. And that's the worst story I've ever heard. This is Gongaga Village. Many people died here. And yes, I remember you telling me that. I'm starting to think that either this is a side quest, and the only thing I came to this section of town for was to learn about this character who was a soldier named Zach. Oh, nice. I don't super want that, actually. I kind of actually don't want you to have that. I should, but just for the... He's got so much all materia equipped right now. So what's this way? This is the way the Turks went. So this is what the Turks care about. Oh, Turks left. So this is a side spot. The car, it's got this, it just sounds like a sustained fart. Like it's just... That's what it sounds like as it's driving around. Just a sustained little fart noise. I think it's cute. I still haven't fixed the fact that Shag's just not got his best spell on his all materia. That's very rarely actually going to work. Can you please stop hitting him? Cloud is supposed to have a fucking cover. And it's 40% chance to work. I guess it just doesn't work against spells. Or Grand Punch. Grand Punch feels like one of those things that I would get for having the monster materia equipped. Feels like one of those spells or abilities I should learn after this fight. For having the monster abilities materia equipped. I bet you I don't have it equipped. What's a 9 do? 900 damage? Neat. That's not a bad ability. That's pretty cool. Low limit break you got there. Dick Nuts. Dick Nuts 5. That's what this journey sounds like for me. Just got that puttering noise in my left ear. This was clearly not designed, this game, sound design, clearly not designed to be played into studio quality headphones. Well, doggone it. Does doggone? No. Just no. We could end this fight a lot sooner because that countdown's probably going to be when one of us when they turn to stone. So we could probably be taking this fight seriously. So what if I didn't take it seriously? What if I made sure to take as long as possible on it? And Cloud is going to turn to stone. I feel like you probably knew the answer to that. Holy shit, where are my softs? Why are they all the way at the bottom of the... I guess Eris hasn't been... Oh, Cloud doesn't get to get experience this level. I guess Eris hasn't been organizing my bag again. Well, there you go. That's how you even up the party's levels. You just hold Cloud back a level. I do, in fact, find that annoying. Why is soft so far down? Actually, why is soft? Why is it all the way down here? There we go. Okay. Eris, baby, I need you to do a much better job of organizing that fucking bag. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? I'm going to the next narrative section confident that it's going to have a mystic and time materia, but there's a non-zero chance that the next section of the game is going to lock me into it and it won't have a time or a mystic materia. So do we want to move on? If let's look at how much money I'm getting per fight, because I kind of really want that time materia. I say kind of, I don't have any room for it. We might move on. We'll just remember that the time materia is at the blowed up reactor. And then we'll move on. I changed my mind that fast. Thank God for long ass fights. This is also not going to give me shit for money. It's going to give me a couple hundred. Not even a couple of hundred. Not shit for AP either. So let's just move on. Huh.
Fuck. Sorry, this is dizzying, I know. Go up here. I know where we're going, so I'm just keeping my mouth shut. I actually know this was my favorite section of the game as a kid. This was really the only section of the game that I just really liked as a kid. That's a waste. No. He's never going to have damage dealing abilities in his magic book. I know that. I really don't even need to have him use his mana like his MP. I don't need to do this. But I like doing AoE when I can, and I can only cast it once per fight, so what the hell. We're going to use it on bosses pretty rarely. Probably that's not true. We can't hurt this thing except without magic, it looks like. I don't know if we stole anything. I don't know if it worked or not. Why is it stuck like that? Oh, probably because that's what the Choco-Mog effect does. It's probably an effect it has that it can cause stun like that. Dee-dee-dee-da-dow-ba-dow-bow. That's not what the music sounds like when you win at all. I went totally off script. That was a pretty sweet yield as far as money. I actually don't know that. I just know that I'm up to 2,400, and I assumed that I only had 200 before that, so probably that was just a fine yield, not a pretty sweet yield. Ooh, we like surrounding them. They look like penguins. Are they called emperor penguins? The ones with the silly yellow fellers that look kind of like that? Maybe their ears? I don't know. I'm not a penguinologist. I just liked that movie when I was a kid, The Pebble and the Penguin. And his friend was crazy and looked like that. Are they called monarch penguins, maybe? Those are butterflies. Monarch penguins are a kind of butterfly. I'm kidding. Monarch butterflies. The monarch term is a butterfly thing. Diddly-dee-dee-dee. Doggone, you're falling way behind in health, pal. Nah, I'm fucking with you. I put an HP plus materia on the... That was like 600 gil. That wasn't a low yield at all. I just cannot tell what I'm driving on. I mean, I'm driving in the... Oh, I see. This is probably where we're going next. Can I go into it from the car? No, we got to get out of the car and then use the save point. Because I'll forget and then something stupid will happen, like I'll fall asleep and my battery will die and I'll wake up tomorrow and everything I've done since the last time I've saved will be gone. That looks cool. I am home. It is I, Nanaki. Hey, Nanaki, you're safe. Come on and say hello to Bugenhagen. That's a name. Nanaki. How was I supposed to know that was his name? He told me I could call him whatever he wanted, so I called him Doggone. Welcome to Cosmo Canyon. Are you familiar with this land? No, let me explain. People from all over the world gather here to seek the study of planet life. To seek the study of planet life. Okay. Oonga! I'm sorry, it's full now, so I can't let you enter. They helped me when I was on the road. Please let them in, says Doggone. Oh, is that so? You helped out Nanaki? Please, come. What was that noise? Was that the you've recently disconnected noise? I don't know what that noise was. My phone just made a boop noise. Nanaki is Nanaki. That's his name. Heard that.
I guess what he meant, I guess how he would have inflected that is more like Nanaki is Nanaki. Welcome to Cosmo Canyon. Maybe it's Nanaki, not Nanaki. How would you emphasize those syllables? So this is Cosmo Canyon, quite a mysterious place. Have you come to seek the study of planet life? Nope. Oh, really? There really isn't much else to see here. Okay. This is a ladder. It should have a green triangle on it, so I know it's a ladder. Not just a randomly. I don't know. Shut up, Vincent. That's a ladder. Looking for anything in particular? I go down your ladder, I guess. That's what she said. And then this place has decidedly Native American themed music. Da da dwa da dwa da dwa da do, but it's a whistle or like a flute. I don't know if that's gonna hurt your ears. This is supposed to feel like the American Southwest. Are they called Anasazi? The Anasazi, the Pueblo people? Welcome to Shildra Inn. It should be 100 a gil a night. You can dream under the stars. We're feeling great about that. Thank you so much. Did you hear it? Loud deer. Deer making a loud, loud noise. Whoa, it's real loud. I can't make anything like that noise. There's nothing up there. I don't need to talk to that kid by the bonfire. We want to go where Nanaki is. I'm going to bounce. Oh, that is Nanaki. Here's where I was. I mean, how do I want to do it? I want it to be like, I just don't want to blow out the speaker. This is my hometown. My tribe were protectors of those who appreciate the beautiful canyon and the planet. My brave mother fought and died here, but my cowardly father left her. I am the last of my race. Cowardly father? Don't you mean like the last of your species? Yes, my father was a wastrel. And so the mission I inherited from my ancestors is to protect this place. My journey ends here. And I can do like a stereotypical Native American guy. Coming, Grandpa. Oh, he's younger in his idiom when he's speaking to that guy than when us. I'm just dead tired. Everybody, how about some rest? My voice is starting to get tired from the voices, which is fun. I'm having a great time. I hope you are enjoying yourselves. The two of you still being here is a positive indicator in that direction, so thank you for that. Well, I assume you're still here. You were there earlier. Welcome with the weapons. With the buying of the more weapons. These aren't going to be... They're not. We might suffer through worse weapons for high AP yields. There was this guy who studied planetary life here. He couldn't take things the way they were, so he went to Midgar to form Avalanche. No. Guess you could say this is where Avalanche was born. I always wanted to come here, and finally I made it. And then, I don't know what's going to happen. Now that there's no Avalanche. What the fuck are you talking about? Where did I put it? I know it's around here. These kind of fucking dialogue sections, like that they said those things, makes me want to bash my fucking head into a wall. That's how Avalanche started? Some anonymous guy? God, that's dumb. Young sir, you forgot your change. Okay. Hey, stop. Those two, anyway, are you two friends? Really seems strange. Oh.
This place seems like it has a lot of secrets. So when's dinner?
I agree. Food sounds good. Bugenhagen sealed this door shut. How do you do that? With super glue. Oh, that was the little kid who was saying that. I didn't realize I was talking to the kid. I thought I was talking to the door. And so I really thought the door was talking to me. I don't know who Bugenhagen is. We haven't met him yet. Cool observatory up at the top of the... I bet you this is probably Bugenhagen. Oh, that's... the dog. I never realized the dog is there. I never see him. How did I do him?
Shags, this is my grandfather, Boogan. He is incredible. He knows everything.
Oh, boy.
Ho, ho, ho. I hear that you looked after Nanaki. Nanaki is still a child, you see.
Please stop, grandfather. I'm 48. Ho, ho, ho. Nanaki's tribe has incredible longevity.
I don't like that voice.
So you see, his 48 years would only be equivalent to, say, that of a 15 or 16-year-old human or 16-year-old in human reckoning.
I don't like that either. 15 or 16?
He's quiet and very deep. You thought he was an adult.
There we go. I got there.
Grandfather, I want to be an adult. I want to grow up to be able to protect you and the village. Ho, ho, ho. No, Nanaki. You can't stand on your own yet. You can't stand.
It's very difficult to do these two voices together.
To do that now would destroy you in the long run. Reaching up into the heavens, threatening to snatch the very stars from the great city of Midgar. You've seen it, haven't you? Well, that's a bad example. Looking up too much makes you lose perspective, and it gives you a crick in the neck. When it's time for the planet to die, you'll understand that you know absolutely nothing.
This guy is a character I relate to. When the planet dies.
Oh, it may be tomorrow or 100 years from now, but it's not that long off.
How do you know this?
I hear the cries of the planet.
And it just went in my ear. It's still doing it. What's that?
It's my smell-o-vision. The sounds of the stars in the heavens. While this goes on, planets are born and die.
I still don't like what I'm doing for the old man. I'll get there. It's making like whales screaming noises. Like,
wow! What was that?
Says Shags.
Ho, ho, ho. That was a scream from the planet. Didn't you hear it? As if to say, I hurt. I suffer. They've come here on a journey to save the planet. Why don't you show them your apparatus? Ho, ho, ho. To save the planet. Ho, ho, ho. But then again, I guess it wouldn't hurt to show them.
Bugenhagen! Several odd-looking people are here, says that little kid in an Italian accent.
The whole place has gotten busy all of a sudden. He brought friends, too. I'll go get them.
Wop, 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 screams this fucking flute in my ear.
Shags, please call one of them. Only 3 people can fit in Grandfather's machine.
Okie dokie. Don't worry, my machine won't run away. Go and invite your friends. That was probably a better old man voice than the one I did. I don't want to walk that far. I don't want to walk all the way back. Where am I going back? Why did it just give me this thing? Let me make it a video. I don't want to walk all this way back. I don't want to go all the way down there.
I just want to progress the story into the next dungeon section so I can say, hey, we'll do the next dungeon section next time. Thank you. What? Ah. Good. My pissing and moaning were for limited reason. Basically, they're saying, hey, if your mom wants you to go do something, you might want to go to a save point because this is an extended cutscene. Here, over here. The door's unlocked. Come in. I'll figure out a voice I want for him eventually. He said door's unlocked. Hey, bud. Ho, ho, ho. It looks like you have them all together. Then let's begin. I'll stand there. I guess the dog didn't want to see this. He's probably seen it before. All that time in captivity, he probably just doesn't want to be in a confined space either. You know, he spent all that time in prison being encouraged to create a subspecies with Aerith. Whoa, pretty good. Surprising me. Yes, pretty good. This is my laboratory. All the workings of space are entered into this 3D holographic system. That's more better. What the? A shooting star? I could do her voice higher pitched. Whoa, it's making all kinds of crazy noises. I don't think I could do this one. This song, I don't think I could do the melody. Bong, 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 bang. And drones. It's very pretty, but it's really just visually stimulating. Wah! Oh, yes, it is something, isn't it? Well, let's get to the subject. Eventually, all humans die. What happens to them after they die? The body decomposes and returns to the planet. That much everyone knows. What about their consciousness, their hearts, and their souls? The soul, too, returns to the planet. And not only those of humans, but everything on this planet. In fact, all living beings, all living things in the universe are the same. The spirits that return to the planet merge with one another and roam the planet. They roam, converge, and divide, become a swell called the life stream. Life stream, in other words, a path of energy of the souls roaming the planet. Spirit energy is a word that you should never forget. A new life. Children are blessed with spirit energy and are brought into the world. Then the time comes when they die and once again return to the planet. Of course, there are exceptions, but this is the way of the world. I've digressed, but you'll understand better if you watch this. Bugenhagen doesn't have legs, but he does float. That's what Barrett should have done. I think of this a lot on my walks to work. I said walks to work, walks in the woods. I think often about how I and a dead tree are not very dissimilar at all, except I have these calcium parts called bones inside me. Spirit's energy is the source of life for trees, birds, and humans. And not only living things, it makes it possible to form planets. And if that spirit energy were to disappear, the planet breaks apart and dies.
Now, we're not dealing with very super advanced astrophysics here, but these are the basics of the study of planet life. If spirit energy disappears, our planet will die. Spirit energy is efficient because it exists within nature. When spirit energy is forcefully extracted and manufactured, it can't accomplish its true purpose. You're talking about macro energy, right? Everyday macro reactors suck up spirit energy, diminishing it. They mean every day, 2 words, but whatever. Spirit energy is compressed in reactors and processed into macro energy. All living things are being used up and thrown away. In other words, macro energy will only destroy the planet. Probably should have brought Barrett for this. He would have probably had something to say in there right at that moment. But Barrett already knows this stuff, and he goes on and on and on about it because he knows a guy from this town that we don't get to know about. The story of the planets and those who lived with them. If you want to know more, then you must listen to the words of your elders. Indeed. This is a machine only I can use. Okay. Moving on then. Don't climb that. Don't climb all the way to the top of that. Okay, do it anyway. Sometimes when you climb on ladders, they have triangles and they make you decide or make you press the button the whole length, the whole traversal. Sometimes they don't. This is one of those don't kind. Can you take me down, though? Okay, so now what do you think we do? Now we probably go meet up with the rest of the party. If I could go down this ladder, that'd be a good start for finding the rest of the party. They're probably chilling. Yep, they're chilling to the max somewhere. If I had to guess, I would guess they're at the bonfire because that's where I would be chilling if I were in a town of this sort and chilling were a thing that I was doing. Shang. I'm actually not joking. I actually do like Yuffie as much as I say. It's not for the stream at all. She's in my party because I like her better than those other 3 chuckle fucks. And then the Kate Seth is in my party because I spent all that time getting his materia just right. Bonfires are funny, aren't they? They make you remember all sorts of things. You know, Shags, 5 years ago, it's nothing. No, forget it. I'm afraid to ask. What is it? It feels like you're going far away. Oh, you're putting me to sleep with that. You really, really are you, right? Okay, weird thing to ask, but thanks for the concern. I love you, Nanaki. You're my favorite character, buddy. I learned a lot. The elders taught me many things about the Ketra and the Promised Land. I'm alone. I'm all alone now. But we're here for you, right? I know, but I am the only Ketra. Does that mean we can't help? Don't need to talk to Kate Sith. What a boring place. Just like I thought. I want to go somewhere. Let's go find some materia. Didn't mean to talk to you again. I wonder how many years it's been. Gosh, it brings back memories. Okay, Barrett's. Was Barrett there the whole time? Cosmo Canyon. That's where Avalanche was born. I promised my guys someday, when we save the planet from the Shinra, that we'd all go to Cosmo Canyon and celebrate. Biggs, Wedge, Jesse. Now they're gone. Died for the planet. Really?
To save the planet, we all hate the Shinra, but is it right to go on? Will they ever forgive me? Right now, I really don't know. But I do know one thing. If there's anything I can do to save the planet or the people living on it, then I'm gonna do it. I don't care if it's for justice or revenge or whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna do it. Again. Avalanches, born again. Dumber in hell. God, I'd love to kick you right into that fucking fire. Long ago, when I was still very small, we were all around this flame. No, never mind.
What happened?
It's about my parents. When I talk about my mother, I am full of pride and joy, and that's fine. But when I think of my father, my heart is full of anger.
You really can't forgive your father?
You really can't forgive your father. Of course, he left mother for dead. When the geek tribe attacked, he ran off by himself, leaving mother and the people of the canyon. Come, Nanaki, there's something you should see. This place may be dangerous. Shags, will you and one other person come with us?
I'm not a professional voice actor. I do slip in and out pretty bad.
I don't want to bring him, but he's got the good material. He's got my good material, and it doesn't matter. Moving on.
We're going to save one more time, just in case anything stupid happens. Thank you for having the old man moving to the next spot so I know I'm going the right direction. All right, Boogie Babes, what do you got?
Ho, ho, ho. Are you all set?
Yeah.
Shall we go?
I don't think that is duct tape. I think that's a highly sophisticated future door. All right, you lead the way, Grandpa, says the dog.
What? Are you crazy? It's dangerous in there. I told you that. You want an old man like me to go first? I'll be right behind you.
Ah, my ass. It's getting tight in there. These are ladders. They're not marked as ladders, so I can know they're ladders. It's so funny how inconsistent they are with that. Or is a rope not a ladder? Does a rope not count as a ladder? Oh, yeah, it is coming up on time to be done with this stream because my left headphone just died, and that means we've been here for a minute. That's a good problem to have. Let's whoop ass. That was a cool noise it made. I don't know what it did. Oh, it put time doom on Doggone. I was hoping for a save point right inside. So, how are we doing, actually? Still got the three of you. Great to see you guys. We're coming up on 3 hours, and I've still got 35% of my battery. So, fuck it. Maybe we just see if we can finish this in a timely fashion. This is a strange-looking rock. We can break it. And that was a monster in a rock. See, this is one of those times where if it had hit us with the surprise attack, like if it had hit us with the we're surprised, they get to act first, I wouldn't have bitched about it. It would have made total sense. I mean, press a rock and those things come out of it. You break a rock and those things come out of it. That would be surprising to me as well. That right there is a reference to the Pisco demons catching us by surprise coming out of the treasure boxes in the first Final Fantasy, since we're not going to play the first Final Fantasy tonight. We're just going to do that hour. We're just going to run this hour right into that one. Just keep playing. Go. It'll be, yeah, it's going to be midnight in 20 minutes. The Taco Bell closes in an hour, and I don't know if their dining room is open until 1, so. We'll just say that I'm getting better and that I didn't need to relax because I hadn't, what's the word I want? Stressed myself out, I guess, during the day, thinking about how I was going to manage all of the things that I needed to manage. So we didn't need the hour to 2 hours to relax at the end of the night. We just kept on keeping on, and I'm good with that. Rather than going up to eat when it got too cold to sit in my tent, I just moved inside the tent. And my battery is actually holding up better tonight than it has. It's holding up better than it has been. Because I actually only had 90% battery when I came back here. I didn't come back with full. So all of these are good problems to have. It not being hot is probably contributing to my battery not burning up, but there's a threshold with that where once it gets, and I've been thinking about this and how I'm going to manage this all day, because I've been thinking about how, I've started to talk about this a few times probably. With it getting cold like this, there's a threshold where the cold burns up the battery faster. So the heat will burn it up faster, the cold will burn it up faster. But right now we're at that ideal spot where everything is going really, really well for the Shagster, and that's unusual in the context of his life. So I'd just really like to thank, the last time I looked, there were 3 of you. I'd really like to thank the 2 of you who've been with me. It feels like you've been with me for a few hours now. That's really fucking cool of you. Thank you very much. And then if you haven't done it, because I can't see it, making a thank you for Mr. S or leaving that in the comments for the future audience would just mean a lot to me. I owe that guy a lot, more than I can ever repay him. Really, it's not financial. He's giving me way too much money, but it's not about that at all. It's about, I don't think people really think about it this way, but when I talk about like staving off depression, or I talk about masculine depression and what that looks like, or what men look like when they're depressed, or I talk about idiosyncratic thoughts and feeling misunderstood being what depression is chemically in the brain. When I talk about these things, I don't think it's obvious to people. They're like, well, he's not depressed. He's talking about how you deal with depression. It's like, I'm the Hulk of depression. I don't appear to be depressed because I'm always sad. I know how to cope with it and how to keep moving with it because there's no other choice. Bugenhagen? What's your problem here? Everyone here is a ghost of the Gi tribe killed in a certain battle, he says. A certain battle? The vengeful spirits of the Gi didn't disappear and couldn't return to the live stream. We still have far to go. Ho, ho, ho. I hate your laugh. I shouldn't read it every time. Oh, oh, oh. But there are men who laugh like that, so I get it. Surprised he hasn't got a new limit break yet. Doggone, have you gotten a new limit break and I've forgotten to equip it? Is that what's happened? I bet that's happened a few times. I bet you I just had both of them heal when I only needed neither of them. I didn't really need either of them to use an all to heal. Damn it. Yeah, I did. Mistakes are made. It happens. We all do it. I do it more than most. Dick Nuts has a fuckload of health. Is it because he's got that? I think it's probably because he's got the HP plus materia, right? Ooh, big XP, big AP on these fights. Big. I want to look at two things. Cool. That was the first thing. No, Shags is wearing the HP plus. That means that Dick Nuts 5 would have more HP naturally. Nice. That's moving real slow. Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. Nice. Probably next fight. I won't be bitching. I won't need to swap this lightning over. Wow, that's going to take a while. Okay. Anyway, continuing on. I just want to look at how we're doing here. Transform. Killing it. He's going to have another all materia. He's going to have another stack of use of all. Those are not moving fast at all. Those are taking forever. Cool, man. Moving pretty good. And then I chose not to give him the double because he has so many spells. He's carrying so much material. This was definitely my favorite dungeon as a kid, though. That might be why we're doing it now, why I just chose to just push on. Yay! The all and the ice. I no longer need to swap out the lightning and the ice materias. It's almost like in my heart of hearts, I thought to myself, nah, it'll level up eventually. I didn't actually think that, but it's almost like that. It's funny to me when hack or inexperienced or just plain bad authors will want to get at you and critique for saying things like what I just did there, that way I used almost. Like, you don't want to use almost. Is it or is it not? It's almost. But not quite. And I don't need to say that whole phrase every time I use almost. And anyway, plenty of good writers have said almost in their writing. People who just follow rules because a teacher told them a rule, but they didn't take the time to understand the rule. Get under my skin. They live in my head. If I'm never going to use Death Blow, I don't know why I even equipped it. It just never works. That was a loud knocking noise. I'm starting to drift too, so the tired is starting to get real. So we may not finish this dungeon. We'll see, but that's gonna hurt me for that damage. We'll see. This feels like right now. I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'll finish that thought in a second. I just gotta... Okay, I'm not wearing one right now. Does it have my materia in this? No. In order to access my materia list, I have to... Wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh, there is an unequip button. That deer is getting very close to me. That makes me not uncomfortable. It just makes me nervous. I went and forgot what I was going to do. Shit. My hands betrayed me. There was something I was going to do. Oh, yeah. I wanted to look at my elemental. I wanted to come in here and do this. And then I wanted to... No, I want to look at the whole list. Because added effect... I was using poison and elemental, but that's not how that stacks. It's added effect and poison. That stacks. Oops. I make mistakes. Big ones. I forget to heal between fights. Oh boy. Cloud. Please be cool. Why does he do that? Guard when he's so low health. Please don't die from the poison. That worked. Damn, we are chewing up levels in here, though. Every 3 or 4 fights is a level. Now, can we use the all? What? No. He might not even have an all materia equipped, so that didn't, oh. How do I? I must have to go down here somewhere. How do I get back? Do I jump down? Perplexing. Oh, I didn't see there were 4 of them. I made a mistake. What? Yeah. I'm also just not hungry. I just don't need to go to Taco Bell. I went to, I walked down to the head shop today and I went ahead and hopped over. I didn't really hop. But I went ahead and walked over to Wendy's. Damn, yeah, Transform just leveled up, which means that Transform is going to take a good minute. And so what we want, oh no, it's not either. It is going to take a good minute, but it's not up here. Wow, Revive is going to take a minute. Okay. And that's why we have double AP gear on. Even though it would be advantageous to our survival to have just whatever the best weapon available is. It's not that. Oh, I wonder if I don't run, I bet I can do it. Cool. I approve of that. That was cool. There's supposed to, that's not that. There's supposed to be an auto attack for this game. But I just don't get to use it. Doesn't matter. Oh no. I need to heal. Goosh. Crits are wonderful. Crits are almost as good as instant death. We do prefer one-shots. Doggone. I can't tell if that noise is me or an animal walking very close by outside. Probably me, though. Anyway, I was saying that I'm starting to get bleary-eyed. Like, I'm really starting to get tired. And this feels like I'm recreating the moment that I originally played this as a child, as a young person in 1997, 1998, one of those two summers. Maybe as late as 1999, but we would have already been playing something else by then. My cousin and I were also starting to grow apart by that point. My brother and I as well. But there was one summer in particular when things were good in my cousin's life, and his mom, her dad, our shared grandfather, built her mom a house up on his hill, up on his property, and it ended up becoming a whole thing. And then I think they ended up sold it or something. I don't know. I was only in that house for a very short amount of time. I lived on that hill for a lot of my life, but I was only in that house for a short amount of time. It's a family drama that I don't understand. But that summer that we played Final Fantasy VII, we played it from that house. And I can just remember we did so many all-nighters like this, the bleary-eyed trying to stay awake, get through this long-ass game, because none of us could comprehend how much game there was left of the whole summer. And I mean, there were a lot of nights where we woke up in the mornings to game overs because we fell asleep in the middle of a combat encounter with the ATB going, and so they just shot us until we died, which is something I'm concerned about here, because if I fall asleep, there's no way for you to wake me up. Like if I was nodding off, well, Tyler and Zachary and I are playing on the couch, Tyler could at least wake me up. Like, hey, dickhead, wake up. You've fallen asleep. Oh. That's the first doubles. We want that. We want that to pretty bad. We want to put that on, actually. We don't want to be not using that, but he has so many all materia right now. He's useful for making these fights short. When he has the MP, anyway. Why did that happen? I hope that's what I wanted it to do. Okay, I forgot that I cast Cure on Shags, and damn doggone, you do a huge amount of like health. That Cure too was seriously powerful. Blink. Goosh. Feeling great about our choices. Here we go. And if push comes to shove and my battery is really, really stressing me out, if push really comes to shove and my battery stresses me out, I can attach one of my externals and we'll just lose the mic, which might be happening here any minute now anyway. Nose itch is bad. Kill that fucking guy. Oh, you know what just occurred to me? That they look like larger zombie versions of Red himself. These things we're killing. Never even considered it, but they look just like him, except they're zombies. I don't know what they're called. What are they called? Sneaky step. I don't know how we would know. I guess that's just one of those things where they leave it to the imagination. They just leave it to subtext. Because he told us that we're in the cave that the Gi tribe attacked from, where Bro's dad died. That's not what I meant to say. Where Bro's mom died and where Bro's tribe was wiped out. As you can see, this cave leads to the back of Cosmo Canyon. Even though the Gi outnumbered us, they could not attack through here because the passage... I'm too tired to do the voice. I'm sorry. Let's move on. I couldn't find it. Oh, no. Nothing to steal. Never used manipulation. Manipulated sneak. I can use its attacks. That's kind of cool. It's not that weak. That wasn't too bad. It was more power or more damage than what Dick Nuts can do on his own. I got a bundle. It's actually cold. Like I've been talking about it. It's chilly. Ow. I'm talking about it's like kind of chilly, but I got to actually bundle up. I'm actually cold. That's we've talked about this last night. That's a little bit about my calorie situation. That's because I was talking about it tonight. It's because I don't have anything currently in my belly making me warm. Maybe kill this fucking thing. I thought the fight was over when I sat up. I got distracted by being cold. But I have a fucking sweet setup for dealing with being cold, though. I talked about it all night. I don't like being cold. So I have a way to be comfortable, even though it is inevitably going to get cold again. I have to get this up around my shoulders. Now we're talking. Oh, fuck. Eventually I'll get this over my head, too. It'll cover my head. And I'll be all warms and comfies. And then I'll fall asleep in the middle of a combat encounter. And all will be for naught. Ooh, that was a circle. A loopy loops. That's a spider web. That is probably a monster in yonder spider web. I was right. There was a monster in yonder spider web. Oh, there was a spider in yonder spider web. Now, see, an intelligent person might have anticipated that. And an intelligent person would have looked at whether that steel one or worked or not. It didn't. It didn't work the first time either. Okay, guys, with only hitting Cloud. It's better than only hitting Kyle. Oh, you know what? There's always a Kyle. Damn, Cloud, this isn't a boss fight. You don't have to cover when you're low health. Dang. That was tough. And I seem to have lost one of my vapes. Wow, that was not a lot of experience or AP. That was kind of a fight that I would like to not do a second time. I can see that there are more of them, though. X potion. The potion was a potion, but now it's an X potion. It quit. It got a new career. Oh shit.
Forgot about that. Thank you. Doggone straight up out of AMP. And I like that when you have a pincer attack like that and you use your all materia, it can only target all on one side of the field. It can't target both sides of the field. That's fair, and I like that. What we're gonna do is a little bit of shenanigans. And moving on. Okay, what's this one? A dead end immediately. Okay. Manipulating back attacks for fun and profit. Bye. You know what's funny? I'm not sure Doggone's a dog. Now that I look at him for the first time, I just saw him cleaning his paws, and it occurred to me that might be a cat. So there you go. I see it now. Red's never been a dog. He's always been a cat. Which makes it make sense to me. I was talking earlier today, I don't remember on where, but I was talking earlier about I saw a video showing off Renoa's. I didn't say this. I saw a video showing off Renoa's limit breaks with her dog, and in the comments, people pointed out that they'd never noticed that the dog, Renoa's dog, is just a reskin of Red 13 Nanaki. Doggone the fucking cat in this game. His animations. And so I was just like, okay, why does that surprise you? Of course that's what he is. But now that I think about it, now that I know, now that I'm in that moment, this moment, and I'm sharing it with you, I realize it's because that wouldn't be obvious to them. Angelo is a dog. Red 13 is a cat. And so reskinning a cat for a dog wouldn't be obvious. I genuinely wanted to know why they were surprised by that. And so I was really like thinking about it. Why were they so surprised by that? I think of it from the perspective of like, not that I'd noticed it, and of course that's what it was, but more like, well, that would be the easy way to make a dog who's not a main character. If you had well, I thought he was a dog, but if you had a cat who was a main character already. What does Fairy Ring do? Poison and darkness. I guess I probably could have given that to the guy. I didn't, though. I don't want to fight this spider, but we're gonna. Oh, good. It's not a spider this time. It might still be a spider. We might have just gotten in a random encounter. Yep, I'm going to finish this boss, get to the next save point, call it a night, nosh on that. Yeah, it was just a random encounter. Nosh on that bag of chips. Madge, buddy, I know you know I'm still alive. Love you, though.
Maybe we'll steal from one of these eventually. Evidently, I should have given Doggone the steal. Fuck, pal. I'm not opening you up on the stream. Fuck, bud. Goosh. This thing is really taking its time and dying. I haven't been paying attention to how much health they have, but I didn't think it was that much. Hey, Doggone catches up and crossed, he eclipsed, 1,000 damage. 1,000 HP. That's fucking great news. Because he needed every bit of it in that fight. God damn, that's really not worth the squeeze. That juice is not worth the squeeze, man. That's what cool people used to say. All right, we're down to 2 potions. We're not going to spend them. What this? Turbo ether. Neato. What this? Also, Final Fantasies 6 and 7, 8 to a certain degree, but their dungeon lengths are almost perfect. This warrior went through the cave all alone, fighting attackers one after another. Grandpa, that warrior. Oh, we're almost there. Neat. But before that, looks like a boss fight. So before we get tangled up in a boss fight, tangled up in spew, as it were. What's this? Grandpa, is he? After death, the ghost of the ghee, like stagnant air. This can't be. Raw, raw. Cool effect. They could do neat things with the background, but that's been true in video games for a minute now. Like I was watching a guy make fun of Mega Man X, and like the final boss of the game becoming the background was just it was a way to make them big without also having to make the arena bigger. So making your character's resolution smaller. It was a way to keep everything the same size, but show them being far away and having these big things that they're doing. It's a cool idea. They were able to make some really high fidelity art that way. You know what also could make my tent warmer? If I didn't have the door open. If this flap was closed, it would pinch more heat, trap more heat inside the tent. I've been trying to zip this up for an hour. That's why I haven't zipped it up in this hour. It's not easy to zip. What's happening? Oh, I'm getting my ass kicked. Oh. Do you want to see a trick? Why is that happening? We can do a trick after this limit break. They almost always have one boss that this will work on. Let's see if it's this one. I'm actually not sure. But Rama is really charging up and gonna let this guy have it with lightning. I'm gonna give him a whole. Ooh, that was really powerful, actually. But here we go. Let's see. Oof. There's usually one boss in every Final Fantasy that this works on. That's clever.
He can just ignore the fight by casting life or a phoenix down on an undead boss. That's such a clever little gimmick that they always put in the games. I really do like that. That fight was tough for us when we were kids, and so when we learned that you could just phoenix down it and get past this part, that's part of why it's my favorite. Thank you, Shags. Because of you, we survived. Nike, you have grown strong too. Oh yeah? Now I know that it wasn't a mistake bringing you here. Come, I have something I want to show you right over here. He acts just like an old man. I like it. This is well written. Gravity materia is one that we will very rarely use. So it's getting equipped, but it's going to be rarely used. Bum, 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 bum. I love this song. Well, this piece of music. Bum, 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 bum. The warrior who fought against the Gi, he kept them from taking even one step into Cosmo Canyon. But he was never able to return to town. Look, Nanaki, look at your father, at the warrior Sato. Dad stuff. Dads that never return from work. Dad stuff always fucks me up. And this got me when I was a kid. That's Sato? Sato continued to fight the Gi tribe here to protect this canyon. Even after the Gi's poisonous arrows turned his body to stone, even after they all ran away, Sato continued to protect us. And he continues to protect us even now. Even now. You thought that he was a coward and ran away, but he alone risked his life to protect Cosmo Canyon. That is your father, Sato. That is Sato? Did Mother know? Oh, she knew. The two of them made me promise to keep this cave shut. They asked me to seal it myself. They said we should forget about this cave. Well, they couldn't have. Shags, would you mind leaving the two of us alone? Yeah, it'd be a shame if I got to see this scene, so there's a reason that the audience watching got to see this scene unfold. Nanaki, I want you to continue your journey with Shags and the others. Grandpa? Listen, Nanaki. Shags says they are trying to save the planet. Honestly, I don't think it can be done, for even if they stop every reactor on the planet, it's only going to postpone the inevitable. Even if they stop Sephiroth, everything will perish. I don't know how he knows about Sephiroth, but okay. But, Nanaki, I've been thinking lately. I've been thinking if there were anything we could do. As a part of the planet, something to help a planet already in misery. No matter what happens, isn't it important to try? Am I just wishing against fate? I'm too old to do anything about it. This year I'll be 130. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, God. That is why, Nanaki, you must go with them, for my sake. Grandpa? I've wanted to show you your real father before you left. I'm so glad that you came back while I was still alive to show you. Grandpa, don't talk like that. I don't want you to think of life. I don't want to think of life without you. Oh, well, I've had a long life. Grandpa, you must live. I'll see to it. I'll see to what's happening to the planet, and I'll come back to tell you. Nanaki. I am Nanaki of Cosmo Canyon, the son of the warrior Sato. I'll come back to a true warrior to that noble name. So please, Grandpa. And when I talked earlier about, like, in one of my shorts on the regular channel, right on YouTube, I talked about your name. Who is your name? What is your name? What does it mean to have a name? I talked about, the horse
with no name, riding through the desert and forgetting your pain, or forgetting your name because of the pain of your life. I'll come back a true warrior to that noble name. Your name is the noun that best describes you. That's why girls and silly people change their names. That's Sato, father. Oh, that's why I always thought he was a dog, because he owls at the moon. His dad is crying. He's crying stone tears. Oh, sad. It's melancholy. It would be really cool in a good game. Beautiful, melancholy side story. You know, I like that. I like. That's just the way it goes. He came in handy at times. I like a story with, melancholy character backstories and side story and stuff like that, where the whole game is good. And so, like, I keep thinking about how superior Grandia 2 might be older than this because it was on the Dreamcast. I keep thinking about how superior to this Grandia 2 is. Wait for me, I'm coming too. It's like they wanted to do the story where you go on this quest, this adventure to do this thing, and then you gather all these people, and then it turns out that all of you wants to do this important world and saving thing. I think I grew up a little. That's what happened, says Nanaki. But they drop the ball at every opportunity in this game to have your characters want to do the thing that you're doing toward the overarching narrative, right? The overarching story quest. Ooh, I almost forgot to save, so doing it twice. Okay, and that brings us to a concluding place. How did I do for following my promises? We got 3.5 hours done tonight. If I'd only done 2 hours, that would have put me at an hour and a half of Final Fantasy, and I wouldn't have eaten, or it would have given you like a half hour of Final Fantasy. So it's like 12:15. Is that what I saw? Yeah, 12:17. We did it. I accomplished everything I said I wanted to do today, and thank the two of you who are still here. I really, really appreciate it a lot. I always say this. I don't know how to thank you appropriately to make you really feel like I mean it. But that's all I've ever asked for is an opportunity. And while we play these games, you've been giving them to me so consistently. It fulfills a life of real misery up until this point, and this makes me happy. So thank you for being here. Tomorrow is Saturday, so we'll be playing Symphony of the Night. I'll be trying to beat that tomorrow, and it might make sense for us to obviously relax to Final Fantasy 1 at the end of the night. So thank you, just from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll get back at it tomorrow, probably bright and early. But for now, I need to sleep. Thank you guys. Take care.